Welcome to Macro Crest. We focus on fundamentals for directional bias and technicals for our entry. Last week we had wage growth in Aussie, which was the same thing as expected. So it is just the same way. We had the inflation data on the pound showing yes, it was higher than expected, but it was lower than previous, so it's cooling. Um, we then had inflation data on card, which was quite neutral and to bullish card, and then we have the labor data, which was solid. The only issues we had was the unemployment rate, which the market did not look at it so seriously. So this week, um, what we have is the inflation PPI, and then it's not that much of an importance for the dollar, but NZD on Wednesday looking to cut. Now the cut is not a problem. It is going to be a hawkish or a bullish cut. So we're looking at I'm looking at a dovish cut actually. So if it's going to be dovish, NZD should be weak. Inflation data on Aussie. Let's take a look at this. Look at this, it's been climbing, so we might still have a surprise this week. If that's the case, then we'll be strong Aussie, but if it's not, then we're weak on Aussie. Then we have the Tokyo CPI, which the market is already pricing in price going down. So weakness. Now CAD, I believe CAD should be strong. Why? Because the previous is negative and the market is pricing in 0.2. That is above the negative territory, which is good. So um let's go to the Dixie. Okay, so what we've got is a bullish market, right? So on the weekly, if you go to your daily, this is the demand we're looking at. So if price comes back down, it should be a buy. But if we have a push to create a bullish momentum, then we can look at longs. And if we are bullish on the Dixie, UJ is fine. It's bullish, right? Why is it bullish? This is what I'll consider bullish. So this is a bullish leg. Looking at this, there is an imbalance there that must be filled. On the D1, there is this demand, so that's where I'll look to long. And price has been bullish, but this bullishness, this leg seems to be internal. So I believe this should be the internal. And this is the little external. That will be bothered with next time. We have the USD card. Okay, so this is USD card. Got a SL last week. It was SL here. It's the SL massively. So what I'll be looking out for is if there's a pullback here, I'll be looking to long. And the NZD. If you're looking at NZD weakness, right? If there is NZD weakness going to the weekly, look at this. There's absolutely nothing here. So if we say we're looking to short, then this might be liquidity. We might see shots from here. We might see shots from there. Yes, that's liquidity. Otherwise, there's nothing. So, um, From there, the NZD weakness, looking at NZD Swiss. So on the weekly, is what I had. So looking at continuations to the downside on the D1, I expected price to react, which there was a sell from here, but took partials the moment we had this break. But now we are at this deeper pullback, which I don't understand what is happening here. If it holds, fine. But if it breaks, I expect a shot from this other end. So that's what I'll look out for. NZD Swiss, NZD card is almost equivalently the same thing. I look at this candle and it has to come lower to this point. On the monthly, let's assume that this candle closes this way. So we have to see a push to this other end. It is a weekly supply. Okay, so this supply looks like the best supply to short, which is somewhere, yes, so 80 0.80. But apart from that, if there is nothing, there's nothing to lose. It's just to look for short somewhere there. The GN is quite the move. Looking at this on the weekly, this candle is rejecting what's bullish. Going to the daily, what I'm saying here is we have this internal break that so this is our range. I expect a continuation from this end going to the 4 hours. So we have this 4 hours demand. Let's see how the market reacts from there. And then we have okay, I think the Cardian on the weekly it's bullish. Sorry, on the monthly it's bullish. It broke this structure. So what we are doing here, we're looking out for is this is a weekly candle. Use a D1 demand. So this is where I'll be looking out for. Price to bust to this side. Basically, all this week is equivalently the same thing as the NZD week. So that's what I'm looking out for. There is no imbalance on the weekly, on the daily. There is nothing I can see here on the 4 hours. Price went as high as this point, reacted there, broke this structure. Okay, so this is my supply. I expect more push to the downside. That's all I have for this week.